Hello, welcome back for step 3, where we really get into actually building a meal plan. You are going to build a meal plan, your meal plan. So you have the worksheets here and with some templates. So make sure you've printed the template out. Also have your step 2 homework that you did that identified, your schedule and things that you're going to have to work around or plan around so that the meal plan fits into your life. So have that on hand. So when I can, take the grocery list and print it double side, or if you don't want to print this, you can just eyeball it. So not every time do I print it, I just know, like I can put a quick Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday through Sunday here. I can jot a couple of my things down here, but I wanted to give you something to actually use. So we're going to do breakfast, lunch, and snack options, and then we're going to plan out our dinners. So there's 2 kinds of meals that I use with this. I call them a la carte meals or recipe meals. So a la carte is just simply if you're going to have, like at the dinner, you can have either a recipe-based meal, or a la carte would be like baked chicken, some sweet potato, and green salad. So most of our breakfast, lunch, and snacks are a la carte type meals. And then that keeps it really simple. And then in the dinners, you can also do a la carte, or you might pick a couple of recipes a week to try something different, to really make sure that you're getting flavorful food and trying new recipes so that it doesn't get mundane. You don't always want to be eating baked chicken and roasted broccoli, right? So it's good. There's a lot of recipe ideas and places to a resource that I will let you know about, and so that you will never have be searching for recipes. They're just going to be at your fingertips, which is part of step 4 tomorrow. So tracking and having that flexibility and those resources at your fingertips. So in your workbook, you will see on the second page to click here, and it'll take you right to this app that I use for tracking my meals. Very simple process. So you'll also get links to different recipes. You'll also have access to some free workouts once you get that. So we'll talk about that at the very end, just as a reminder. But let's go ahead and build your meal plan. So I've got my grocery list template and my meal plan template, and I folded it in half. We'll start with our breakfast, lunch, and snack option. So here's where a la carte really makes things super simple. Just think of 2 to 3 different breakfast options that you like. For instance, mine are yogurt parfait, I call it. It's yogurt, granola, some fruit, maybe some seeds, maybe raisins or craisins. Another one we like is, a side of turkey bacon with almond butter toast with some banana on it. Or I might have oatmeal with berries and seeds with some almond milk. So those are just where now I know that that's my breakfast options. I want to make sure I have those ingredients on hand. So if I don't have them already in the pantry or in the fridge, then I'm going to put it on the grocery list. So that's how you do the a la carte breakfast. Same thing for your snacks. Think of a couple of 2 to 3 different snacks that you enjoy. Mine are apple and carrot, celery, almond butter is one snack that I have. Sometimes I have jicama when it's in season with avocado and little sea salt, super good. Jicama is a vegetable. And the other one I really like is red bell pepper and hummus. So those I would put down and just make sure I have red bell pepper, I have some fresh hummus, I have some apples, carrots, celery, almond butter. So those all go on the grocery list if I need them. And then in lunch, a couple of things that you can do here that I keep as my options. One, I have a daily superfood smoothie, and that can either be a snack or a meal, depending on what I put in it. So if I just have it on its own with maybe some frozen fruit in it, I'm more going to count that as a snack because that would only be about 250 calories, 200 calories. So if I'm going to put in frozen fruit. I do sometimes also put in frozen spinach or frozen cauliflower. I might put in avocado or almond butter, just depending on what I'm making. And so that's a healthy fat. So now I have, and my super smoothie has, it's considered a protein. So then I have a protein, I have a fruit, I have a veggie, and I have a healthy fat. So that would be constitute as a meal. So depending on what I put into mine, superfood smoothie that I have every day, depends on whether it's a snack or a meal. I like this particular one that also has lots of micronutrients in it, which we're going to talk a little more about what is macro and micronutrients tomorrow and why they're important. You don't have to count any of those. You don't have to count any calories. That's what the containers are for. But it also gives me all these micronutrients like adaptogens and prebiotics, probiotics, all the phytonutrients of all the different plants that are in that smoothie, as well as vitamins and minerals. So I get a ton in one shake, which is super easy. So the other things that I like to count as my lunch options is leftovers. So if I've made extra chili the night before, I might have it for lunch. Or I just like to whip together a large green salad with a couple different veggies on it. And maybe if we had tacos on Tuesday, which happens a lot around here, I might then make a taco salad the next day. You might have leftover chicken that you put on top, or even beans is a good protein source. So lunch would be then the superfood smoothie, the leftovers, or a salad with some protein and homemade dressing. You'll get recipes for that. I'll share some of those with you, my favorites. You can get really good, there's a couple store-bought recipe dressings that I like too, but you'll want to just get used to looking at labels, and we will talk more about that, especially if you dive deeper into the group with us. We talk about that a lot more in depth. But you want to make sure with your dressings, with your pasta sauce, your tomato sauce, with your yogurt, these things that are healthy foods, healthy options. But if you're not reading the label, it may contain quite a bit of sugar. So granola, marinara sauce, those are two big ones that have it. So just make sure that you're checking that. Okay, so I have, and dressings is a big one to check. So I have my breakfast, my lunch, my snack options. I've put all the ingredients that I need onto my grocery list. So then we move on to dinners. So you got Monday through Sunday right here. And what I do, one, to make it simple, is I will do a theme night. So I might, and I don't have a pencil. Let me get a pencil. I'm back. Okay, so I might do a theme night like Taco Tuesday. It just makes it easy. And then on Fridays, we always do a homemade pizza. We get a cauliflower crust and we build our own pizza. So you have those, and so now you don't have a recipe, so you just want to make sure that you're putting the ingredients for that. Do you have tortilla shells? Do you have your ground beef, your ground turkey, your lettuce, your onion, your cheese? And on our pizza, we put on mushrooms and kale and red bell pepper and chicken, and with a pesto sauce, and then making sure we put the cheese on there. So those would more be a la carte because they're not really a recipe. But then maybe on Monday, I have a hair appointment in, closer to when I would be starting dinner time. So I want to put on a crock pot meal. So I know there's a slow cooker beef chili that my family just loves. And I'll probably make a double batch of that so I can have some for lunch, and my husband takes stuff for lunch too. Okay, and then so I want to make sure I have that ingredients, and then I'll have the recipe, and then I'll list the ingredients. Another one we'll do on Wednesday is zesty chicken parmesan. So, I print out the recipes, the ones that I know that are ones that we love, that I don't mind making, because it's got to be easy, is my criteria. I keep it and I put it in one of these sleeves, and then I put it in a book that is full of recipes. You have this bonus cover sheet too. If you want to get a binder, You've got this in your workbook to be able to print out. What's nice about this is depending on what calorie bracket you're in, you'll see easily have a reference here to your containers and then what the different containers are. So like yellow is healthy carbs, blue is healthy fats, purple is fruits. So print that out and get your binder so that when you do find recipes that you like, that your family likes, you can keep them so that you can just quickly go through your recipe binder and pull out a few recipes that you're going to make for that week. Makes it really simple. You don't have to like go out searching every week for recipes. So I have that, and I'm going to make sure that I have the recipes again on here. So now I've built out my week. And I have everything listed on my grocery list. And for me, I do online grocery shopping. So now I'm going to go in, order my groceries. What's nice about that is that it tells you your recent purchases. Most of them do. So you just have to go through, and it's kind of keeps this record of what you typically like to buy, the yogurt that I like, the cheese that I like, the pasta sauce that I like. So all then I have to do, what kind of apples I want, and just click, I want 2 of those, 1 of that. And so it makes it quick and simple, and without having to recreate the wheel. It's also good to keep myself out of the grocery store. This is an issue for you of impulse buying when you're in the store, or just things that jump out at you is like, oh, that sounds good, but I don't really have it. It's not on my plan. So it saves from that impulse buying. It will save you money, and it will save you time, because you order online. It's very quickly, you go, they load it into your car and you're done. So you've got your plan, you got your grocery list, you order your groceries, you're done. Now, if you're going to the store to get your groceries, I would do the planning one day, and then and then go grocery shopping. And then if you've got prep, do that the next day. If you try to do it all in one day, it feels like I'm just spending my whole morning figuring out food. So we want to split that up. All right. So do your planning, get your grocery list together, run down to the store, get your groceries, get that all put away. And then when I do my prep is actually when I'm in the kitchen making dinner. So I might prep up some vegetables. I might pre-cook some spaghetti squash, or, pre-cook some chicken in the crock pot if a recipe during the week is going to call for that. So you have a little note on your sheet here. It's a note to self to check your recipes. So we're going to get into this a little bit tomorrow in step 4 on how you will easily log your day of food and track it and have the flexibility. And we'll also just talk a little bit about micronutrients and why portion control is important. So build your meal plan, get your groceries, and come back for step 4. Bye.